Hey everybody, it's that college football guy here with a video. Time for the Saturday update. We're going to do all the predictions. I'm not going to go too much into the Connor Stallions bit now that he's been fired, which everybody knew was coming to get suspended. Is Jim Harbaugh going to get fired or not? We'll see on that one. I'm going to let that one play itself out because that right now is everybody else is covering it. There's no reason for me to dogpile on. But this is right here to do the predictions for the games that are going on today because that's what actually matters. We have number 1 Ohio State at Rutgers. Ohio State's 18.5-point favorite. Rutgers is a surprising team, but Ohio State's just got too much firepower and pick them to win and cover that spread. Number 23 Kansas State at number 7 Texas. Texas is a 3-point home favorite, but again, Murphy will be starting. Quinn Ewers is out. And with the fact that Kansas State can score in their solidity at the quarterback department, I'm calling the upset. I'm going with the insiders. Pick Kansas State to go again to beat Texas. Those one I want to talk about the insiders. I've used Vegas insiders for my betting lines for a long time, and I've used them for many years and had some great relations with them. So yeah, I trust their numbers. Texas A&M at number 10, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 3.5-point home favorite. Texas A&M. I don't have something in the firepower to keep up with Ole Miss. I'm picking Ole Miss to win this game and cover. Number 15, Notre Dame at Clemson. Notre Dame, 4.5-point favorite. My, how bad Clemson has fallen. 4 losses already on the year. Well, guess what, boys? This is going to be number 5. I'm picking Notre Dame to win and cover the 4.5. UConn at number 17, Tennessee. Tennessee is a 34.5-point favorite. Tennessee needed this game to iron out a few kinks to get ready for the Missouri game because the Missouri game is going to be big next week. UConn's not been as good. I thought UConn possibly could even be bowl eligible. They are not. They're really bad this year. I'm picking Tennessee to win, but the 34.5 is just too much. I'm picking Tennessee to win, but they're not covering that point spread. Campbell at North Carolina. This is FCS against FBS. North Carolina is in my top 25. Reason I bring the score. Plus their subscriber school. North Carolina's going to win them, so I don't do point spreads on FCS games. Arizona State at number 18, Utah. Utah is a 10-point home favorite. Arizona State's having trouble to score. I think Utah's going to win this game easily and cover that spread. Navy at subscriber school, Temple. Navy's a 7.5-point road favorite. That offense is just too much. Temple just doesn't have the firepower to keep up with pretty much anybody. I'm picking Navy to win the game and cover. Army at number 25, Air Force. Air Force is an 18.5-point home favorite. I think they're going to win the game, but I don't think they're covering the 18.5. I think this may be like a 10-point game. UTSA at subscriber school, North Texas. Texas San Antonio is a 7.5-point road favorite. North Texas played a hell of a game last week against Memphis, but I think they kind of spend up a lot of energy. UTSA has a lot of talent. I think they're going to win the game. UTSA will beat North Texas. Battle of subscriber schools, South Florida at Memphis. Memphis is a 13.5-point home favorite. South Florida can score some points. Memphis can give up points, as shown against the North Texas game, just mentioned last week. I'm picking Memphis to win the game over South Florida, but they're not covering that 13.5. I think it's going to be tighter than that. Number 12, Missouri at number 2, Georgia. Georgia is a 15.5-point home favorite. I'm picking Georgia to win the game and to cover the 15.5, though it wouldn't surprise me if Missouri got it closer. Number 4, Florida State at Pitt. Florida State's a 21-point road favorite. Pitt just has not been as good as I thought they were going to be. They're underperforming. Florida State's firing on all cylinders. I got to pick Florida State to win the game and cover the spread. Virginia Tech at number 13, Louisville. Louisville's a 9.5-point home favorite. I went back and forth on this, not for who's going to win, because I picked Louisville's going to win, but is Louisville going to cover the 9.5? And I realized the fact, I think they are going to cover it. They're at home, so I'm going to give them the edge, and they're going to cover that. Number 24, Tulane at East Carolina. Subscriber school. Tulane's a 17.5-point road favorite. East Carolina just did not have that much firepower. And unfortunately, Tulane does. And I'm picking Tulane to win and cover the spread. Illinois at subscriber school, Minnesota. Minnesota's a 2.5-point home favorite. This is a close game. A pick 'em. And if this would have been in Illinois, I would have picked Illinois. But since Minnesota's at home, I'm going to pick Minnesota. That's how close this game is. Iowa at subscriber school, Northwestern. Iowa's a 5.5-point road favorite. This is the first game without Brian Ferentz as the offensive coordinator. Northwestern still trying to figure some things out. They have had some big games as of late, but I think Iowa's going to bounce away from the Brian Ferentz era, and they're going to win. They would win would be the normal thing here, but you know what? I just read my notes here about certain Iowa injuries. You know what? I was going to go against the insiders, but you know what? After seeing the injuries I got noted down here, I'm not going to go through. There's a bunch of them. I'm going to go with the insiders and pick Northwestern to beat Iowa. Houston at Baylor. Battle of Subscriber Schools. Baylor is a 3.5-point home favorite. Baylor's had a lot of trouble winning this game, and Houston has played great here. Baylor, you don't win this game, Dave Aranda's fired. That's simple. You win this game, Dave Aranda sticks around. If not, he's fired. So for that reason, and Baylor's at home, I'm going to pick Baylor to win. UCF at Cincinnati. UCF's a 3.5-point road favorite. Cincinnati has not been that good this year, and I'm picking UCF to win and cover the 3.5 spread. Cal at number 6, Oregon. Oregon's a 25-point favorite. I'm going to pick Oregon to win, but for some reason, I just don't think they're going to cover the spread. I think Oregon's going to win, but not cover that 25. Middle Tennessee State, Subscriber School, at New Mexico State. New Mexico State's 3.5-point home favorite. Excuse me, still battling this stuff. These are two of the bigger, high-powered offenses in that can put up points in Conference USA. Defenses, both of them suck. Mexico State's coming off a big win, getting bowl eligible. I think Middle Tennessee State's going to catch them napping at home and actually pull. I'm going to go against the insiders and pick Middle Tennessee State to beat New Mexico State. UNLV, Subscriber School at New Mexico. UNLV's a 12.5-point road favorite. New Mexico doesn't have the firepower. UNLV can throw points up in bunches. I'm picking UNLV to win the game and cover. Number 21, Kansas, Subscriber School at Iowa State. Iowa State's actually a 3.5-point home favorite. Who's the quarterback for Kansas? I mean, legitimately, who's the starting quarterback for Kansas in this game? Because it's still going to be like a possible 2 QB system, I've been hearing. Iowa State's at home. They're playing phenomenally well. I'm picking Iowa State. I'm going with the insiders. I'm going to pick Iowa State to upset Kansas. BYU at West Virginia. This is a game, West Virginia being the Subscriber School, the point spreads go all over the place. I mean, in the last 24 hours, I've seen this game go from a pick'em to West Virginia by 13 to West Virginia by 10, which is where it is now. This is crazy. But BYU traveling from Provo all the way to Morgantown. Travel has importance. If West Virginia was traveling to Utah, I would have picked BYU. BYU, even with West Virginia at home. Excuse me. West Virginia at home, even though it's 10 points, I'm going to pick them to win and cover the spread. Utah State at San Diego State. San Diego State Subscriber School. Utah State's a 2.5-point road favorite. Utah State's the number 1 offense in the Mountain West Conference. San Diego State's having trouble scoring points. I don't think they can keep up. I'm picking Utah State to win and cover. Purdue at number 3, Michigan. Michigan's a 32-point favorite. I think this game's going to have some few eyeballs on it to see if before we start predicting some plays. Michigan being favored by 32. Michigan just has, even without all the other stuff, they have enough firepower to beat Purdue. I'm picking Michigan to win, but I don't think they're covering the 32. I just don't see it. Number 5, Washington at number 20, USC. Washington's a 3.5-point road favorite. USC can't play defense. Washington can. Washington can score just as many points as Caleb Williams and USC can. So for that reason, I pick Washington to win and cover. Kentucky at Subscriber School, Mississippi State. Kentucky is a 6-point road favorite. Mississippi State do some things there. I'm picking Kentucky to win because I think they're going to bounce back and they're going to do good here. But they're not winning by 6. They're not going to cover 6 points. Number 14, LSU, and number 8, Alabama. The game of the year, game of the day, or the game of the week, whatever you want to call it. Alabama's a 3.5-point road favorite. Here's the simple question. Can Jalen Milroe and the Alabama offense keep up with LSU? Answer, no. So, for that reason, I'm going with the insiders and picking LSU to beat Alabama. Another school that's in my top 25, that's not in this national top 25, that's Miami of Florida, the U, at NC State. Miami's a 6.5-point road favorite. NC State had a great couple of games here, but I'm thinking Miami to win and cover the spread. Stanford Subscriber School at Washington State. Washington State is a 13.5-point home favorite. Washington State's having its issues. Stanford's having its issues. I want to pick Washington State to win, but I don't think they're going to cover the 13.5. Number 16, Oregon State at Colorado. Oregon State's a 12.5-point favorite. Oregon State can put points up and can compete with Colorado, but defensively, Oregon State is way ahead of Colorado. This is year one. It's going to take time. I'm picking Oregon State to win and cover the spread. In a preview that could be the preview of the Mountain West Conference title game, Boise State at Fresno State. Fresno State's a 3-point home favorite. This is going to be a great game to watch, and I'm going to pick Fresno to win and cover the spread. And lastly, number 19, UCLA on the road at Arizona. UCLA is only a 3-point road favorite. Arizona proved the fact that they can play. They're a very tough team who can get some big wins. I'm picking UCLA to win this game and cover the spread, but wouldn't surprise me at all if Arizona won it. So why don't you let me know what your thoughts about my predictions down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't already, please smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm. Comment on the video. It also helps the algorithm. Any interaction with the video is appreciated. And subscribe to the channel. You know, on the way to 500 subscribers, slowly but surely that crawled with thousands, we can make some things happen. Thanks everybody for watching. If anything breaking happens real quick, I'm going to post a video with my gravelly voice here and everything else, but hopefully it goes well. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Enjoy your college football. Be safe and please be good to each other.